Can you believe we're back? This is looking like I should get it brighter, maybe. Brighter. Um, Hi, I'm back. Hi, if you don't know me, my name's Rhonda. I'm a college student and an artist starting a social media career. I have art on Instagram at RhondaMills67. I have a bunch of paintings that I show you on each video. So if you go back and scroll through the videos, at the very beginning, you'll see all the paintings. And I showed you one on the previous video of some deer. But if you want to get a better look at them, you can see them better and zoom in on them and all that stuff on my Instagram account. You just won't get an idea of how large they are or how small they are, because they vary in size from 1620 all the way up to 4 foot by 4 foot. So, but on Instagram, they all look the same. So, all right, back to the story. So, if y'all didn't watch the first part of the story, go back and watch the first part of the story so you know what's going on. I'm on my honeymoon. It's 1996. I'm in Puerto Rico. And go. So, we already went up and down with the golf cart, right? Yeah. We tried all the little different restaurants around. It was very romantic. And you could hop on over to different resorts. They would either take you over there on a boat or drive you over there, which was cool because, you'd go see how the other half lives. Some of them were nicer, some of them weren't. And it wasn't inclusive. It was, everything was still a la carte. It wasn't one of those all-inclusive things, but I would like to try one of those one day. Not that I could ever eat or drink my way through an all-inclusive. I can't even go to a buffet. Like that pizza we just made, I cut it in half and then cut it in half again, and I ate one piece. I can't. And I was stuffed. I'm like, God, that was a lot. I know when y'all look at me, you think that I must eat an enormous amount of food, but I do not. I have problems. I'm partially disabled now. If you don't know, if you haven't watched any of my prettiest videos, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, at the current time, I have bulging discs, herniated discs, and discs that go into my nerve root. So I've been in a lot of pain since July of 2020. And I don't have insurance, so I use this county hospital insurance. And it took so long to get my appointment for x-rays and MRIs that the insurance is now expired, and I have to apply for insurance again to pay for the MRI that I just got. But anyway, I have a disability hearing in October, and actually my birthday is coming up next week, which I can't believe. Y'all, on one hand, it's so fun because in my mind, it's it's your birthday. That must mean something good. And on the other hand, then I remember I don't really have any family or friends, so it's not that exciting on my birthday. And my ex is a person that's in the house, but it's still my ex, It's not when it's your birthday and somebody, thinks you're so neat or something. So anyway, it's my birthday. I'm probably going to beg for followers for my birthday. I'm sweating out here because I'm out in the studio and I didn't turn the air on before I got out here. So I just came out and sat down and I'm like, oh my God. And I turned the air on, but it's not cooling it off fast enough. So I could be just dripping sweat on y'all right here. Just ignore it. We're talking about Puerto Rico. So I took one of those back in the day, a little camera, a video camera. And I also took a regular camera. Pretty early in the trip, we signed up to go on this rainforest tour. And actually, I have a lot of this on video. So it's funny because when I say something to you, it goes in my head and then I see the picture and it makes me laugh. So when we went on that rainforest tour, we got this man that was so funny and nice. He piled us all in this van, and he had a thick accent. And he's telling us all about how the water provides, water for everybody down low because, we were going um, up through the mountains. So he's telling you, you need to make a choice, before we get there. If you want to go the long route or you want to go the short route. You want to go the short route, you stay with us on the thing and we'll drop you off later. If you want to go the long route, we drop you off here. And then, well, of course, we went the long route. We were young and full of it. Like, yeah, bring it on. We'll go the long route. So, us and some other adults took the long route. And y'all, trying to keep these people on track, they wanted to stop and look at everything. And he kept telling us, you have to be at the pickup day when I tell you gotta be there at whatever time. You gotta be there. I gotta pick you up. I cannot stay and wait. You're gonna be stuck here. Blah blah blah. And so we're like, okay, we've really got to get back on time, so he can pick us up. And it was like when I tell you that we were gonna go walking through a rainforest, I'm sure you're thinking in your mind of like flat grounds, like you're probably thinking, like just I don't know, flat walking. Are you thinking that? Because I don't know. It seems like I would automatically think that. That is not at all what we did. Y'all, you would have to step on a rock that's like the size of your shoe and it would be soaking wet and like full of moss and green stuff because remember, it's a rainforest, which means it's like almost raining all the time, just a little bit of moisture all the time. And it's like these skinny little things that you walk on and over here it's just a drop off. It's a drop off. There's no rails, there's no ropes, nobody's there to catch you. They're just like, good luck, we'll see you in 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like you're like, is this for real? Like they don't even have ropes or anything. Like you have to watch your every step. So now this little jaunt through the rainforest becomes like you have to get very focused and like and you're out of breath and you're in this high elevation and it's really humid and um I'm freaking because I don't like the R word, those bugs that are like this big, the R word. And I'm thinking, because I know that they live in palm trees and there's a lot of palm trees in Puerto Rico, I'm thinking they're all over the place, right? Like, those bugs are going to be everywhere. I never saw one bug. I saw a lizard. I had a lizard on my porch. I named him Fred. But I never saw any bugs the entire time we were in the rainforest. No bugs. And there were supposed to be all these special birds in there, but I never saw the birds either. There was like no sign of life when we went through. All the animals were like, there's people coming through. Bail, bail, bail. And everybody left. And it was just like, and y'all, some of the leaves, I kept thinking I was like back in Jurassic Park or something. Those leaves were bigger than my head, way bigger than my head, like big leaves laying all over the ground. I was like, oh my God, you see the size of these leaves? Now, we tried to film through the rainforest. We really did. But y'all, when it gets to high moisture, cameras don't like to work, especially video cameras. They'll just downright go, we're out of here. Don't operate under these conditions. So I have some footage of the rainforest. And of course, as per usual, it's somebody walking behind me filming my butt. Like, I can't stand that. And the fact that I have my butt out there on social media and somebody's filming me from behind filming my butt, I could kill him. I could kill him and choke him with my bare hands. I'm like, because I was a photographer. And when I took people's pictures, if their hair was out of place, if they had an eyelash, if their whatever shirt wasn't in I made sure I adjusted them and they looked just right before I took that picture. I would never let one of my, people that I'm filming look like that. And the fact that he let me walk around with my hair all jacked up in the back and like I don't know what was going on. My shirt's all wrinkled up, halfway up my butt. I can't believe he filmed me like that. Y'all can't trust anybody, not even your ex, when it comes to filming. I would have never done that to myself. Like the last thing, I'm like, do not get my butt in there or the back of me or my arms. Like, all they really need to see is my face, and he'll get the whole thing in there every time. I'll sit back and watch it like, oh my God, look at this. Look at this going out to 5,000, 16,000 people. Now they get to see this. Y'all being on social media will check your self-esteem real quick. And if you haven't wanted to look in the mirror and see your weight, just get on social media. Sooner or later, you'll see it and be like, dear God in heaven, I can't believe this is out for the whole world. But it is. So I have some footage of the rainforest. And then one of the other things that happened was he's very social, extrovert, outgoing, right? Talks to everybody. I'm not like that. I mean, if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. I'm not unfriendly, but I am not going to strike up a conversation and be like, so how's y'all's trip? Or, it's just probably not going to happen unless I'm drunk or something. I don't know. I'm not responsible if I'm drunk, but I don't get drunk if y'all watch my videos. But anyway, he's talking to somebody one night when we went to one of those sister resort to eat dinner. He started talking to the bartender. He gets it on with the bartender, finds out the bartender has a big sailboat, and he lives on it, and he travels on it like that's what he does. He is a sailor. And we're more than welcome to come out on the boat the next day. So I'm like, okay. So we get up bright and early and go load ourselves up and get on the sailboat. Now, I'm ready, right? Because this was back before we figured out sun was bad, tanning beds were bad, and I wanted to be tan all the time. I'm so white right now, y'all. If y'all saw me in my normal tan color, you would probably think I was Spanish, which happens in my neighborhood all the time. When I'm tan, people come up and ask me to translate, and I don't know Spanish. I know if you're talking some things about me, but that's all I know. I don't know how to speak. I can't translate. So anyway, we ate at some pretty neat little places, and well, let's get back to the boat. So we're on the boat, and I've got my bathing suit on. I'm ready. Now I'm a girl, so they put me down. You sit there, stay there. The men are going to do all the work. And he's got these two other guys on the boat with him. They're not horrible looking either. Neither is anyone in Puerto Rico, by the way. My God. And the color brown of their skin, like I could lay out for the rest of my life in tinfoil. With Crisco, I would never get that color brown. They get so dark, y'all. You got your tan going on and you're thinking, I have got this tan going on. And you go stand next to a Puerto Rican man and you're like, I am so white. Oh my God. So anyway, we're on the boat. And these guys are all doing their thing. There's a lot to do, If y'all ever been on a sailboat, I mean, he's yelling out commands because he has to give the commands and they have to, obey the commands. And he's yelling, I don't even know what all they're saying, right? And the sails are going around, they're doing their thing, and he's wanting to get in the water. I don't want to get in the water. I'm on my what. Of course I am. Because doesn't every girl, when she goes somewhere special, isn't that exactly the time of the month that the time of the month comes? You know what I'm saying? Thank God I don't have to worry about it anymore. But back in the day, yeah, of course. Of course. So I'm like, I'm not getting in that water. Sharks can smell me from miles away. I'm not doing it. So they went scuba diving and all that stuff. Now they took us over to this place called Monkey Island. And Monkey Island is where there's a bunch of monkeys. And not like, not chimpanzees, but are they chimpanzees? No, they're like baboons, like the little small ones. I forget what they call them. But it's like, it's an experimental island, and like college students and people that want to do research go to Monkey Island and observe them. And they also deliver them food on the island. And so like our guy had a bunch of bananas, and he's like, you just walk over there and put them on the beach because they're all over the beach. But when you walk with, you get the boat close enough and swim over there. But when you walk up on the beach, they take off. So I don't remember who went over. One of the guys went over, or my ex went over. I don't know. Somebody went over with a big thing of bananas and brought him over there. And then they all ran as soon as he got back in the water and started fighting over the bananas. But that was pretty cool. And then when they went scuba diving, they kept bringing things up from the, from underneath. Like I got to see sea cucumbers and like the real life starfish and like all that stuff. Those sea cucumbers are gross, y'all. Um, and I had the video camera with me. And there's one point, and I have this on film. It's so great. It's like one of those things that you play on those, those shows that show you the video clips. So I'm filming, I'm laying on my back, and he's walking around the boat. And the guy had just told him, like, be careful, make sure you always hang on to the rope, because he was just trying to freelance it. And I'm filming, and the guy tells him, make sure that you hang on to the rope. And before he can even grab the rope, you see the person that I'm filming just go down. And I got it on camera. It was so great. Okay, so this is what I was telling y'all. So I have on my Facebook page, it's called These Secret Creations. And I just made some ghetto pizza over there if y'all want to go over there and check it out. I have a link to it in my description down there. Now, in that video that I did for the Secret Creations, I hinted to what's about to happen next. So, of course, I put all kinds of oil, everything all over me, like I'm trying to get the sun, right? Please come hit me. Make me look Puerto Rican, He didn't do anything. Like, he's just walking around the boat, doing his thing, went under the water, came back up. I mean, all that kind of stuff. Y'all, we got back to the hotel. I've got this on video, too. Okay. So we're talking about a large, burly, marine cut man, okay? Who always looks like, you want to start something? Always looks like that. But I don't know what I had done. If I'd taken a shower, I did something. And I came back to the room, and all he had on was his underwear. And he was just standing in the doorway, and he just looked miserable. And he has arms out to the side, like that. Like something was stuck under his armpits. He was as red as my hair. His face was red. His shoulders, his back, everything was beet red. His legs were red. He didn't want to go anywhere. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to lay down. He didn't want any sheets on him. He was burnt to a crisp. I was not. So, anyway, other funny things that happened in the trip, well, not funny. So I had my video camera, remember? So we go out one night to go hit the bars. And I bring the video camera. And there's a karaoke night. And he loves karaoke. Well, he gets up there and sings me this karaoke. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know he could sing that good. That was so good. Oh my God, yeah, that was cool. And I got it on videotape. All excited about it. Then, at some point, after we get like 3 sheets to the wind, we wander, or we drove our golf cart back to our condo. We're sitting in the condo, and we're talking about the night, and then I'm starting to remember, like, oh yeah, I got that on videotape. I want to see that. I want to rewind it, And then I'm like, where's the video camera? We're looking everywhere. We can't find the video camera. We realize it was left on the golf cart. We run outside. Like I said, it was about 45 minutes later. We run outside. Somebody took the camera. That's why they chain everything down. Now, who does that? Why don't you turn that in and I'm just saying, that's what I would have done. I wouldn't have kept the camera. Seriously, you find somebody's camera, you turn it in. I was so mad, y'all, because that wasn't my camera. That was my dad's camera. Like, God. I mean, it's bad enough to lose your own stuff, but to lose somebody else's stuff, really? God, that was horrible. And all of our memories were on that. All of our memories were on that. You know what I mean? We wound up later, I don't know, maybe it was when we went to go out to eat or something. We wound up on a bus with these women from New York, two of them, these girls, talked our heads off and said, if y'all don't have any pictures of y'all, we'll take pictures of y'all. And then when we get back home, we'll send them to y'all. Do y'all think that happened? Do you think they sent us the pictures? No. No, they did not. They did not. So lots of the memories were just in the wind. Here's what we did that was kind of fun. So the last night that we were there, we ran into somebody who was not on the resort. Like, he came in from the outside. I'm really not sure why now that I think about it. Probably had to make a delivery. But he's telling us, like, man, y'all should come off the island, come with me, because over here it's like way cheaper. Because we were paying back then a minimum of $5 a drink, because I was like, shit, you can have 3 drinks, I can have 3 drinks. We can't have more than that because this is ridiculous. Or we have to skip a night and not go out so we can double it up one night or something because, y'all, expensive. So he took us. He's like, I got a car, I'll take you, come on with me, no problem, no problem, no problem. So he drives us off the resort. And I mean, it's not that far outside of the resort. I mean, we could have, I don't know, it would have taken forever in the golf course, in the golf cart, because it would be a long way on the golf cart. But he took us outside the resort, probably a quarter of a mile. Beers were like 99 cents all night long. The only reason they closed down their bars is to clean them. So somewhere between either 4 and 5 in the morning or 5 and 6 in the morning, they closed for an hour to clean up. And we were like, what? You mean this whole time? Because we could have like quadrupled our drinking easily, right? And been like out every night. Like, everybody was so friendly. We shot pool. I got really hungry sometime late in the night, like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning or something. I was starving. And the guy, they didn't even serve food. The guy just went in the back, made me some kind of chicken and rice. It was delicious. I mean, they were so nice. And even in the long run, we ended up spending our like allotted budget, and we still needed to get to the airport the next day. So we had these guys say, if y'all want to stay and party with us and y'all want, it's fine. We'll take you to the airport tomorrow. And we were like, no, you can't do that. No way. And they were like, it's no problem. No, everything's no problem. No problem. We'll take you. So these guys spent the night at our condo. We got shit faced. And I don't know what time we went back to the condo. I'm going to guess 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. It was not light yet. It was almost light. And our flight was, I don't know, like 9 or 10 o'clock or something. Didn't give us very much time. But, back in the day, we're like, as long as we're alive, we're going to party, So they stayed with us at our condo, slept out on the couches, got up the next day, and took us to the airport. They were so cool, y'all. And here we go again. I'm pushing the time on my video. So I hope that y'all will please subscribe. It's free and it doesn't hurt you or anything. All you do is push a little button, and then when I put out a video, it'll give you a notification to be like, hey, that Rhonda chick just put out a video. Go over, check it out. Same thing on my Facebook page. If y'all would just like and follow, we're trying to get those followers up there. I've got my ring lights. Next thing is the microphone. And then soon I'll know how to edit. We'll have intros and music and all kinds of fun stuff. But in the meantime, if you want to help me out in any kind of way or support me in any kind of way, please just subscribe and follow. That's all you have to do. It's free and it helps me so much. I would appreciate it. Thanks, y'all, for joining me tonight. I hope that you will join me again soon. And I will be back on These Secret Creations tomorrow. We're going to make some type of dessert. But I don't really know what kind yet. I'll let y'all know tomorrow. So thanks for joining me. Bye, y'all. Have a really, really awesome Saturday night.